What is up, everybody? Scratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Hope you guys are having an amazing weekend and you don't let the bad pulls, the bad void pulls to ruin your mojo. Because I gotta say, whenever we have a 2x void, guys, it feels like it's the most depressing time in the game. Honestly, it feels like so many people are upset with their pulls and stuff. So hopefully you guys are moving your mind away from it and just think of something more positive, something better. In this video, I want to talk a bit about the new fusion coming, guys, why I think is a skip and why I think is a good thing to actually skip the fusion. Finally, you get to have some time to build up the older champions you pulled, you did from fusions, etc. So you actually have a chance to invest in those champions. And of course, you have time to invest and start farming some gear for your account. And we're going to talk about a couple of other things that Plarium announced. Yeah, I know I am kind of like one day late with some of these news, guys, but I still want to let you guys know what's happening in the game in case if you're not in their own Discord and in case if you haven't heard it from somewhere else. First, let's start quickly with the news. So every Friday, you know, they have like their Raid Digest. They give us a couple of news, infos on what exactly is happening in the game. Now, one thing I really want to point out, and I'm hyped about it because I really thought that they're gonna kind of pressure the people with it, is the Shadowkin faction, guys. So I really thought that it's gonna happen next month, seeing that they released so many Shadowkin champions, right? But they clearly stated it's not gonna happen for a few months. Lately, the Shadowkin faction has been a subject of many discussions, which is not surprising given that we had several in-game events connected exactly with this. Fearsome warriors, like 2 chance to get Shadowkin accessories, 10x chance of summoning some of the best Shadowkin Void champions. We want to shed some light on our plans about the release of the Shadowkin faction crypt. We'll still be expanding this faction with new champions, which will be arriving throughout several updates. That's why the Shadowkin crypt will not open in the next few months at least. We'll let you know as soon as we come close to its release. So it's great that they actually said that they're gonna give us a heads up whenever this faction is gonna come out. So guys, get ready, push those faction wars, get your Lydia before extra requirements they're gonna come out for it. So the Shadowkin faction, they're gonna up the requirements to get Lydia. They are fixing the issues that you guys have on the Mac when you're playing. I'm not 100% sure what, because I'm playing on the PC or Android. But it's gonna happen in the patch 4.4, which will be released next week, hopefully. The next CVC, guys, is gonna be a normal one, so it's not gonna be the one with personal milestones as well. They said they're trying to improve everything to make it a bit better. So the next one, which is gonna start next week in a couple of days, woohoo! So much excitement, is gonna be normal, guys. The next thing, Classic Arena. Yes. It's not gonna stay the way it is in gold. So what I suggest you, if you have gems, make sure you're using them. Make sure you use your daily tokens, farm that arena, farm the medals, push to get your arbiter, just stack medals for your great hall, because it's gonna be the same like last time. So we have a lot of bots. The reason for it, they added some segments to the servers to make the game run a bit smoothly, better. And it's a side effect that added low-level accounts spread around all the tiers. So they were not meant to change anything in gold or in platinum arena, just so you guys know. So beat the iron while it's hot. Farm that arena now, get the medals, push for your arbiter, because they're gonna disappear suddenly like before. From one day to another, you're just gonna be like, oh, arena got harder again. So be ready for it. Last but not least, we have a new Fragment summoning event starting on 2nd of July, which is Friday, guys. Is a legendary HP-based champion from the Night Revenants and is Force Affinity. That being said, let's jump over and check the skills of the champion. So this is the champion right here. It looks pretty good, right? Night Revenants, HP-based champion. We don't know if it deals damage or no. The main idea is in the next way. Usually when we have a fusion, Scratch, aka me, comes in a video and is like, guys, you gotta do this fusion. This is an amazing champion. Trust me, you won't regret it. Then as usual, we have a few people here and there. Scratch is just overhyping this champion. This champion is bad, etc. He's just doing it because Plarium is paying him millions of dollars and he lives in Bahamas now. No, guys. You know, when a champion is good, I tell you he's good. Some people, they're gonna say it's not good on the moment, but 2 weeks later, they're gonna come back and be like, oh my god, this champion is amazing. This champion is wow. So a lot of Was the same with Brogni, Rotos, Torbin. I don't have to say it, how many people they used to name all these fusions bad, you know, but they were good. They just don't see the full potential directly. This champion right here, don't get me wrong, is not an awful champion, but it's not game changing. You know, we have plenty of champions in the game to do this, including epic champions more or less. Not really, but more or less 2 different epic champions will do this. So we have the A1, Stern Admonishing, attacks one enemy, 50% chance to place a provoke debuff for 1 turn, also places a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns equal to 10% of their max HP. This champion right here was mainly focused for the Magma Dragon, guys, okay? So it's Force Affinity. The Magma Dragon is either Magic, either Force for the moment. When we're gonna get a new Doom Tower rotation, probably they're gonna make it Spirit as well, and maybe Void, who knows. So I really wish this champion was Spirit Affinity, honestly. I feel like it was a better choice because we have so many other champions, Magic or Force, that can provoke already from their A1. Then, on the A2, Reign of Sorrow attacks all enemies, places an extra hit on enemies under stun, freeze, fear, true fear, and provoke debuffs. Each hit has a 100% chance fully booked, assuming to place a leech debuff for 2 turns. It says 75, but I'm positive it's gonna be 100% fully booked. And I think it might go down on a 3-turn cooldown. Now, for this champion to hit twice the AoE, you need a different champion like an Astralon or something like that to come in before this champion, land the debuffs, the stun or freeze or sleep, whatever champions you have, and then use this champion's A2 to make twice AoE. I'm not sure about the multipliers. I don't think it's gonna be anything like Tranda. Honestly, I really don't expect that. HP based champion, we might be seeing some damage off the roof with this champion, who knows, but honestly I doubt it. The A3, Quality Minions, places a 60% increased defense buff and an ally protection buffs on all allies except this champion. So this champion is going to get defense up but no ally protection. This right here is a great skill for clan boss, for example. Great skill for a Magma Dragon, great skill for the Eternal Dragon as well. Ally protection, defense up. You have Leech on the A2, so they kind of synergize pretty good for clan boss as well to have Leech, defense up, and ally protection, right? But again, it's not game changing. Don't get me wrong, for a couple of you guys out there, it might be game changing because you don't have better champions. The A4, when hit, has a 20% chance of placing a provoke debuff on the attacker for 1 turn, occurs once per hit. So basically his passive as well, when he gets hit, has a small chance of placing a provoke debuff on the attacker for 1 turn. So this is the champion right here again. Am I saying that I'm not gonna go personally for the champion? No. The reason why I usually go for all the champions is because I have resources and I find it pretty easy. I don't really need to get out of my way to go and get the champions. I'm farming dungeons anyway every day, so I'm getting points for the tournaments. I'm kind of summoning almost every weekend, so I'm getting the points for that. So it's pretty easy for me to put my hand on a champion without having to get out of my way, without having to stop all my resources, don't farm this dungeon now, I gotta wait for the fusion, etc. So because of it, guys, I feel like if you have champions that can deal with the Magma Dragon, you have an A2, right? Provoke right here, 50% chance on the A1. You have, for example, from Undead, Force Affinity, you have Husk. He has a 40% chance to place a provoke on the A1 and damage based on enemy max HP. You have a Seeker, for example. Chance to place provoke from here, 50% as well from the A1 with 2 hit. Then you have other champions that can deal with the Magma Dragon. Epic wise, I feel like you don't need to get out of your way to get your hand on this champion. Now, of course, the A3 and the Leech sounds pretty good for clan boss. It might be good as well for a lot of you guys. But again, if you don't need it, honestly, the champion itself is not gonna be game changing, except it deals a huge amount of damage with the A2, like stupid damage, which I kind of doubt it. I'm gonna keep you updated with that as soon as I can test the champion and release a video for you guys if it's worth it to go for it, like because of damage or no. But just seeing the kit, I really feel like you guys have a chance now to focus on building up different champions that you pull from summons, you got from previous fusions. you have some time to actually go and get your masteries done, farm some gear, because a lot of you guys are not farming enough gear. And I understand it because there's so many fusions coming all the time and we're all like, yeah, you gotta do this because this is a good champion. And you don't get the time to actually farm gear for your champions. You just end up in having 26-star champions with no gear, you know? So that's kind of like what I feel about this fusion. Personally, I will do it, but I won't go and be like, you gotta do it because it's game changing. It's not gonna be game changing. So I just wanted to let you know, guys, prepare you mentally for it. And do let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about the champion? How many of you guys will actually try to get it? Yeah, Fragment fusions are slightly easier than the other ones. So probably if you have the chance to do it and it doesn't require you to go out of your way, then yeah, get it popping. But that was all for this video, guys. Do let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on the champion. Appreciate all of you guys watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe for more content, turn on notifications to see when we upload next, and I'll see you all soon on another video. Till then, peace out.